following is a paid program. The views expressed are not necessarily those of the management or ownership of KSTP-AM 1500 ESPN.
This is the place to talk about everything related to the home. Buying or selling real estate, financing and improvements that can help increase your home's value. This is Minnesota Home Talk on Score North. Here's your host, Jason Walgrave.
Good morning, folks, and welcome back. This is Minnesota Home Talk, and we're live on AM 1500 ESPN, Score North, KSTP radio, baby.
That's right.
Woo! Great to be here.
Now that we're ESPN again.
Yes. Well, just to clarify, we never ceased to be ESPN.
Oh, okay. Okay, so now we're back to that.
He's wrong about that. That's what I have to say.
Well,
According to Rob.
not to be immediately
According
discredited,
to Rob.
but to immediately discredit you.
Folks, we got a big show planned this morning. How's our cameras? We got these all fixed.
I'm working on it.
Working on it? It's like half a...
I'm going to move around so you can't get me
There
on
we
camera. I'm an enigma.
He just pops around.
Wow! Those of you who aren't watching this or can't see this, my head is huge. My head is huge.
Why are you zoomed in so much?
Oh my God.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
We're leaving like that the whole show.
Evan's like,
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
I was gonna say, like now that we're ESPN again, we should have like a obscure sports, like a little obscure sports little segment.
We should.
Talk
know,
about curling.
Arm wrestling. Come in
Jamaican
here and we could do
bobsleds.
thumb wrestling, arm wrestling.
All right, speaking of arm wrestling.
Rochambeau.
I've got an arm wrestling story for you, Ouverson.
Okay.
So a couple weeks ago, we went to a graduation party. My wife and all the kids and everything, and there was Joseph was there, and there was an older guy there. He wanted to arm wrestle Joseph.
Uh-oh.
So Joseph, who's 9, and the guy was, it was fun, right? Well, Joseph ends up going and arm wrestles like 6 or 7 different people throughout the graduation, and he's betting everybody, $2 and $3, and of course they were all nice, and Joseph won. So now they're into arm wrestling, right? So I'm talking to him yesterday, and we're talking about something, and Joseph and Theodore are like, yeah, Tyson, he's really strong. Talking about your son.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, he is really strong. And well, apparently yesterday at Lifetime, the 3 of them were all having arm wrestling contests.
An arm wrestling contest.
So
Start a league.
arm wrestling league.
That's very
know,
on
The
brand.
League of 9-year-old arm wrestlers. Or whatever.
I guarantee Tyson
Tyson-
didn't win any.
No, he did. He did with with his left.
How old,
his
how
left
old is
arm.
Tyson now?
5.
That's amazing.
He's 5,
And
but
he's-
he's the size of a 15-year-old.
He is.
Yeah.
He's already got a mustache going. But he's the biggest weenie. He's the true definition of like, a gentle giant.
Yes.
Because you look at his class pictures, every classmate of his goes up to his shoulder, and then he's a full head taller.
Right.
And he weighs 60 pounds. So he's 5 years old. He's as tall as a 7-year-old. He
Right,
weighs 60
right.
pounds, but he's the biggest wuss.
People are asking
But
him for
he's
his
strong,
driver's
though.
license, and surprised that he doesn't have one.
Right, yeah. If he gets mad, he's very strong. Like if he
He got that angry strength.
most of the time though, that doesn't come out, and he's just a big kind of weenie.
Well,
The Hulk.
The Hulk.
Basically,
Hulk,
yes.
yeah.
Yes. It comes
You
out.
wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
All right, folks. Jason Walgrave here with Walgrave Real Estate Group and the Minnesota Real Estate Team at RE/MAX Advantage Plus. Of course, we have Mortgage Michael Ouverson with Luminate Home Loans. We've got Evan, the great producer and insurance expert, and back in studio. So, Jeremy, this is the first time you're in this studio, though.
This is a new studio.
It's a new
to me.
studio.
It's one of the first
pretty
times I've been
sweet,
here
isn't
when there isn't snow on the ground.
Well, you're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm loving this. Yeah, let's flippity floppity some of of these. I like this.
This is great, isn't it?
This is
a nice-
fantastic.
it's a nice
Podcast
setup, yeah.
studio and everything. It's gorgeous.
Jeremy Deysach with Credilife. Of course, we have Credilife on about every 5-6 weeks.
Yeah, it should
seems
be
like
way
so.
more frequent than that.
I mean, I was thinking weekly is what I was thinking, but we'll get you guys there.
I'm game.
So we're talking about credit this morning. We're talking about the real estate market updates. Do you have questions regarding your credit? Anything and everything credit and real estate related this morning. We're going to open up the phone lines at 651-647-2910 is the call number. Give us a call with your questions, anything and everything real estate and credit related this morning. Studio lines are open. Give us a call to win. By the way, folks, we're giving away 4 tickets to a St. Paul Saints game. The best question this morning is going to win 4 tickets. And folks, if you haven't been to a Saints game, they are a blast.
They
a lot
really
of
are
fun.
cool.
Fantastic seats.
They're cool.
I like Twins games, but I like Saints games better. They're just a little more intimate. I love them. They're fun. So if you'd like to go to a game on us, 4 tickets we're giving away for the best question. Yeah.
That's
right?
awesome.
That is good. 4 tickets. Should we throw in a $50 gift card too?
Ice cream sandwiches.
Ice cream sandwich.
Oh,
2 at
yeah.
a time. Yep.
I gotta get.
Were
I
they
gotta
Thelma's
get the
or I think they're Thelma's or Teresa's or
I have to get the kids to a Saints game soon. If you haven't been to a
Yes.
Saints game, it's a huge family.
Oh,
a
yes.
huge family thing.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. A lot of good entertainment. So give us a call this morning, folks. 651-647-2910 is the call number. You can also win via text. You can text your real estate or credit questions to our text line, which is 763-443-5664. The text line again is 763-443-5664. Anything and everything credit related, real estate related, home improvement, financing, mortgages. Give us a call or send us a text message to win 4 tickets to a Saints game. The text line again is 763-443-5664. All right. What should we do, Evan? Hot deals? Should we rock out the smoking hot deals?
Sure.
You got that fire extinguisher, Evan?
No.
Deals.
No.
I also apparently don't
Fire.
have. Oh, I know what's going on.
Fire!
Here we go. Now I got music.
We're having some hot deals.
Hot.
Lots of deals.
Yeah.
Fire.
All right, folks.
That's pretty good.
We need some graphics in the background or something.
This is going to be the best deal in the history of all deals.
All right, folks. If you're looking for a lakeshore opportunity, we have a lot for sale. This is what's the big lake this is by? This is on Upper Mission Lake.
It's wet.
But it is close to Pelican Lake.
That's beautiful out
It
there.
is beautiful out there. 2 lots for sale. This particular one is 1.6 acres. It has about over 150 feet of a waterfront of lakeshore, and it is on the market for $225,000. And that is in the Merrifield area up by Lake Pelican. Continue for $225,000.
Whoops.
Great.
Everything's fine. We're all
Everything's
fine here.
fine.
We're all good?
Those things.
That's a gorgeous piece of property.
Oh, we've got a new listing over in Hudson, folks. This property is located at 77 Tribute Avenue for $475,000. It's a fantastic property.
This is cute.
It has, there we go, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 2,810 square feet. This property is ready to go on the market for $475,000. Fantastic floor plan. It's got a nice design, really nice finishing, stainless steel appliances, cherry cabinets, hardwood floors. Great paint colors.
The mom tub, the
Yeah.
clawfoot. Look
Yeah,
at
isn't that cool? Coffered ceiling in the basement. That's cool.
Yeah. I think the finished basement is the real highlight of this thing.
Yes, I love it. Walkout basement as well. This property again is on the market for $475,000. Moving down to an investment opportunity in Aiken, Minnesota. This is Docks Harbor for sale, located at 39629 Highway 18. Are you looking for that resort style or resort lifestyle rather? Docks Harbor is on the market for $1.99 million.
Goodness.
It has 32, I believe, 32. Just got to scroll down. There
Yeah,
you
32 RV sites, 26 boat slips, lodge,
Wow.
shed for boat storage, fish cleaning house, separate men and women's bathrooms with showers, all included with the resort.
go. And an opportunity for expansion. Additional boat slips can be added. North shores of Mille Lacs and Aiken, Minnesota.
Get your own trailers. You could Airbnb that thing and make a fortune.
Yes,
You
and
could make
ice
a
houses in the winter.
Fortune.
In
Absolutely.
the
ice
winter,
houses.
ice
is the way-
houses.
That's the way to go.
We have an investment opportunity in Aurora, Minnesota, located at 103 Main Street North. This includes the business and the real estate. And they have fantastic food. I had a chance to have lunch there a few weeks ago. The Hive Coffee and Bakehouse, and that is right on Main Street, I believe. in
Yeah,
Aurora,
103
Minnesota.
Main Street North.
There we go. On the market for $600,000. An
cute
investment and
cafe.
business opportunity in Aurora. This is close to Giants Ridge. Really fantastic area. Nice golf, tremendous ski resort.
Yeah,
Giants Ridge.
tourism, a lot of tourism traffic.
So if you're looking for an investment, business opportunity in Aurora, Minnesota. Prior Lake, we've got a lakeshore property for sale. This is on Fish Lake. It is on the market for $899,000. It's located at 20755 Addison Drive in Prior Lake. It's a 2.5 acre lot plus lakeshore. It has 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 4,000 square feet. This property is on the market for $899,000.
Mature trees. It's
Yeah.
so beautiful.
Well, 2.5 acres plus the lakeshore.
Right.
So the lakeshore piece of it, it's 2 PID numbers. That has it's kind of like a boathouse.
Really, that's fantastic.
Bunkhouse, kind of it's finished. It's got power, Wi-Fi.
It's a guest house. It's
It-
really a
it
guest
is a
house.
guest
You
house.
invite your family and
Yes.
have them come boat for the weekend, and you don't have to have them in your house, which is always attractive.
It is. It's fun. Can be.
Hey, come hang out with us, but I don't want to.
Yeah,
Not
I don't want you in my house,
guys,
but not too much.
Come stay. Come use the boathouse. I don't have to look at you.
You take a lake bath.
Perfect for the kids.
Lake. You ever taken a lake bath? You know, you've been camping and you just grab the bar soap and go
For
jump in
me,
the lake.
Bar
roughing
lava.
it,
Yeah.
if I'm roughing it, that means that the hotel does not have room service.
So you haven't taken a lake bath?
I try not to because fish poop in it.
You know, it is a lake. All right, moving over to be built in Savage, Minnesota on Sumner Avenue, Pebble Creek. Custom Homes has a fantastic Rambler. This is one of my favorite floor plans that Pebble Creek has built. It is on the market for $995,000.
Those arched doorways.
Isn't that cool? 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 2,400 square feet above ground. You also have the option to finish the basement on this property that will bring you well over 4,000 square feet. Wow. And this is an exceptional to be built by Pebble Creek Custom Homes.
Looks like it's from a movie. It's
It does,
beautiful.
doesn't it? Yeah.
It really does. It's absolutely gorgeous.
I love this plan, love this floor plan. We are moving
Afton.
Afton. This property is spectacular. It is located on 15616 Upper 34th Street
Wow,
South.
look at that glass.
St. Croix River Valley views. This is a really cool property. 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom, just under 3,000 square feet. The home is on the market. We have it priced really aggressive at $699,900, and it is ready to go. Vaulted ceilings, really cool architecture throughout. And you're on the bluffs. There's only 3 homes at the top of this bluff.
Wow.
Really
What an
cool property.
opportunity.
Yeah, I really love this property. And it's on the market for $699,900.
Oh, that'll sell fast.
Is that all we got, Evan?
I think that's all the hot listings
Wow. I thought I sent
this week. Oh,
more.
you know what? We
There's-
missed this
We
one
missed
here.
the top ones.
There's a
there.
couple. There's a couple
What
up there.
happened here?
There we go.
I like the green one.
the green one.
All right.
That I knew we missed some.
I like
Let's-
that green
let's
one.
Let's go with that one.
That's an amazing house.
All right,
1,
so
3,
let's look at this property
2,
located
3,
at 13231 Jop Avenue South in Savage. Jeremy, tell us a little bit about this property.
This property is a 3-bedroom house. It has got a family room upper, a nice open floor plan to the kitchen, a center island, and a dining opportunity off the kitchen into the deck area. It's got 2 bedrooms up, a full bathroom. Downstairs is a master, basically a double master bedroom. It's got a mom tub, a double jacuzzi tub. It does have a walk-in tiled shower in there, oversized large. It's got a bar built in, which is actually a separate room. So if you do want to use it as a bar, you can put a key-coded door lock on there, and the children will not be able to get in there, so you won't find your vodka tasting like water when you go to drink it. Not that any of us would know. It's got a huge flat backyard, $34,000 maintenance-free privacy fence. There's room for a sandbox, a rainbow play system. There's room for a garden. There's room for a trampoline back there. It's got room for your dogs to run around. Great house, great for families. It's in a good school district. It's got a trail behind it that takes you right to a park. And this trail ends right at the property.
Spectacular.
Fully bricked, natural wood fireplace. There's a lot to mention here. It's composite decking, so you don't have to replace that. It's just about move-in ready. definitely a backyard for your kids to play in.
Fantastic property priced at $369,900. I'm very excited about this home we have for sale. Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Did a great job on that.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with
Let's
this
go-
website,
let's move
but
to the
every
top.
time I go back here, it changes.
It changed. Let's move. Let's go scroll to the top and then we'll
This
go
was
down.
the top. This was the top.
Oh boy. Technical difficulties this morning.
that-
Oh, there we go.
yeah.
Oh,
there we
now
go.
This is big.
All right, brand new listing in. This is in Shakopee. It's on Kelly Circle. It's over a 2-acre lot. It's located at 2148 Kelly Circle in Shakopee. On the market for $1.195 million, folks. 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, 7,000 square feet.
Holy mackerel.
Whew, it's a big house. It's got everything: fireplaces, vaults, tile, hardwood. Lots and lots of square feet. This is a beautiful home on the market for $1.195 million. Isn't that fantastic?
My children would have that destroyed in 5 minutes.
I mean, true story.
It really is.
It's super
It's
nice.
so cool. Get them made.
Pebble Creek Castle Homes has a to-be-built 2-story on Sims Court in Prairie Lake. This is a nice little development across from the middle schools, Twin Oaks and Hidden Oaks. On the market for $950,000 on Sims Court, 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom, just under 3,000 square feet.
Beautiful fire.
It is really cool. This development, 9 half-acre walkout lots.
Wow.
It's a really cool development, surrounded by 12 acres of preserve. So you've got some space and privacy.
Nice.
And this one is a to-be-built at $950,000.
Can I mention something?
Yes,
No.
maybe.
So, interest. Let's talk interest rates real quick, right? $950,000 house. Interest rates up at that level are, what would you say? What would you guess? Well, you know the answer.
I know the
You
answer
stop.
because we talked about it yesterday.
You do not. What, guys? Where are interest rates at these days?
They're astronomically high. I've heard that so often on the news.
11-teen.
11%.
I believe
50%.
11-teen.
So you hear rates are like at 6, right?
Yep,
They're
6.
hovering
At
around
6.
6, give or take,
6.
right?
Yep.
Not at the higher levels, right? So we talked about this before. The jumbo loan rates are lower than standard conventional.
crazy.
I literally priced this one out yesterday with 15% down. Depending on your credit score, you'd be at 4.875 on a 30-year fix with no mortgage insurance.
Huge
That's
brand new
insane.
house, 4875.
4.875. All your friends now that are buying in the conventional space are getting 5.875 to 6 1/8. You can go buy this house, put your 15% down. There's no mortgage insurance. Yes, you heard me correct. There's no mortgage insurance, even that you have less, even though you have less than 20% down. No mortgage insurance. 4.875 on a 30-year fixed.
So you have a big, beautiful house and bragging rights on your.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, there's something to be said. People brag about their loan. You know,
The rate, they do.
they do.
I've done
Absolutely
it
they
when you're talking to guys at the office. You're like, bring up the topic of interest rates. Like, I got a 2.91. Oh, I got a this, that, and yeah. Having that opportunity right now, you're going to make your friends very upset.
Well, and we talked about, we ran the numbers last week. If you're at a $650 price point and you move that up to a $750 price point,
$775.
$775, it was only an extra $130 a month.
For
$125,000 increase in price.
That's
because
incredible.
of lower interest rate, because of no mortgage insurance.
That's incredible.
It
is.
is incredible. So there's opportunity
I'm
out
doing
there.
this wrong. I'm looking for a house. I
Right?
should be.
We can double it.
Well,
Let's triple it.
We got a couple more to get to here.
All right, okay,
do it.
get focused
We
here.
digress.
All right, where's this one at? 618. How do you pronounce that, Evan?
Tupelo.
Tupelo.
Tupelo. Tupelo.
Tupelo. I was going to say Tupelo.
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 We'll just let that one hang
We'll
in
just
the
All
air.
let
right,
that
that's
sit
in
there.
Chaska
That
for
one- that was-
$614,900.
Insert punchline here.
This property has 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 4,032 square feet. On the market for $614,900.
Neat.
Fantastic open floor plan. Really cool house.
It's a nice
Cool
house.
lighting.
Yeah, it is a nice house.
Backyard is
Up mom tub.
great view in the backyard. Nice private pond.
Yeah.
By the way,
Fantastic
when I say
tub.
mom tub, that's your soaking tub, your jacuzzi tub. That's one of the check boxes when I'm looking for a house that my wife insists upon.
All right.
You're
Last one.
last one. Here we go.
Mom tub?
Sherburne Avenue, 977 Sherburne Avenue in St. Paul. On the market for $350,000.
Bless you.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
I even turned off my mic for that one.
Loaded.
It echoed. It echoed.
Loaded.
5-bedroom, 3-bathroom. This property has 2,562 square feet. On the market for $350,000. Another really cool property.
This listing only has photos of the
I
exterior.
think. Are we just coming soon on this one? That might be why.
I think
I'll tell
that
you,
is the
the
correct
thing
case.
though is it's not a Minnesota cookie cutter split level. This is a gorgeous little house.
Yeah. I love
This one will be on the market on the 20th. But if
Cool.
you want early crack at it, get in touch.
This will be off the market later on the 20th.
Yeah, pretty much.
Folks, we got the phone lines open. If you'd like to go to a Saints game on us, we're giving away 4 tickets for the best real estate or credit question. We've got Jeremy with Credilife in this morning. We're going to be talking about credit scores, credit improvement, credit.
Myth busting credit. Too.
Myth busting.
Myth busting some credit.
Yes, we're going to go over some misconceptions, some things that people think about credit that aren't necessarily the case. And we got the phone lines open, so give us a call with your questions to win 4 tickets to a St. Paul Saints game on us. Phone lines are open, 651-647-2910. Again, call-in number to the studio is 651-647-2910 to win 4 tickets to a Saints game. You could also win via text. Text us your real estate or credit questions to 763-443-5664. The text line again, folks, is 763-443-5664. All right. We're talking about credit. I had my little trusty, what did I do with that thing? Here it is. 7 ways you're accidentally improving your credit. This comes from, where does this come from?
The internet, so
Bob's-
you know it's true.
Bob's Credit and Bait Shop
We know that it's true.
on Long Lake.
We used to do Bob's Screen Door and Mortgage.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's always Bob's.
Yeah, it is, Bob.
Good old Bob.
Bob's Credit Repair and Screen Door Repair.
I used to intern at a radio station called Bob.
Bob?
Bob
Oh,
100
yeah.
FM. Turn your knob to Bob.
Is that like Call Center Jimmy?
They know each other.
They know each
Yeah,
other.
they were. Yep.
Yep,
They're-
call center
They
Jimmy.
refer stuff back and
That's
forth.
awesome.
7 ways you're
7 ways.
you're accidentally improving your credit. Here we go. Number 1,
Number 1.
keeping older credit cards active.
That is definitely confirmed.
Okay.
You want to keep your older credit cards active because you need activity to generate points in the FICO algorithm. That's the math formula that makes your credit score. So that's definitely confirmed. Don't close a credit card that you don't think you're using because it's old. Hey, I never used that one.
Yeah.
Even if it's a retail card. This is the one that people slip up on and they go, I don't really go to the Gap anymore. Go to the Gap. Buy a pair of socks. Don't let it get closed out for inactivity because age of accounts counts for up to 15% of your total FICO score in the FICO algorithm. So if you lose those older accounts, you lose that point potential.
I think that's a great point because a lot of people, they're thinking that, right? They're like, I'm going to buy a home. Let's just close everything that I'm not using. And so my credit report looks better and I don't have all these accounts I'm not using anyway. Had this card for 87 years, but I don't need it anymore. So let's close it.
Right. No, I'm saying go buy a pair of, I'm talking do a 1% to
Yep.
3% purchase on this card. What do I mean by that? If you have a $300 limit credit card at the Gap, go in and buy something between $3 and $9. That's the sweet spot in the FICO algorithm. Pay it when it's due. Don't worry about, do I pay it early? Just pay it on the due date.
Yeah.
That next month, if you go for a mortgage application, your score will actually have improved because you'll have nice recent activity, nice recent pay history, and when they go to see your balance to limit ratios, everything's great.
It's fantastic.
All right. So expanding on that.
Yes.
So let's say I have 10 credit cards, right?
Correct, yes.
I have 10 credit cards that are open. I have my 2 main ones that I use because I probably have a Target card where I go to Target, and then I have my other main one where I get some points.
Yep.
The other ones are just out there.
Yes.
Can I close some of those other ones, being that I got 10?
You would want to, essentially, if you're coming up to something important like a mortgage, things like that, don't make any major changes.
No.
In fact, what I do want you to do is not go and rack them up, but I want you to go out and make a small purchase on each because recent positive activity will raise your score. Recent payment activity will raise your score. Average daily balance will raise your score, trended, and then trended average daily balance through all of your cards, all of your revolving accounts will raise your score. So I'm not saying get rid of them. I'm saying use them more than you would have, but with very strict guidelines.
1 to 3%.
1 to 3. Just remember 1 to 3, 1 to 3. You can never go wrong.
Folks, we're talking about 7 ways you're accidentally improving your credit. We've got the phone lines open at 651-647-2910. If you'd like to win 4 tickets to a Saints game, free tickets on us for the best credit or real estate question this morning. Give us a call. Studio lines are open. 651-647-2910. We also have a text line. You can text your questions to 763-443-5664. Do you turn me off, Evan?
763-443-5664.
By the way, if you're watching this in the Free Credit Repair Advice Group on Facebook, Free Credit Repair Advice Group, it says, basically it says credit repair tips and tricks, Free Credit Repair Advice Group. If you're one of the 73,000 people on there that this is going out to, you can also call.
Yes.
And you might have to road trip a bit for those tickets, but you'll get your credit, your mortgage, and your real estate questions answered live.
So you've got 73,000 people on there. That's nationwide?
Nationwide, and we give free credit repair advice.
That's awesome. How many would you say are from Minnesota?
Statistically, at
Like
least
10.
1,000. There's 11.
11.
Likes that number.
He likes that number.
That's my when in doubt, it's always 11.
We're talking about 7 ways you're accidentally improving your credit. Number 1 was
11
keeping older credit cards active. Number 2,
Yes.
you don't apply for credit a lot. I mean, it's at least twice a week. I'm somewhere.
Yep.
And there, would you like to save 10%?
Yeah.
Would you like to save 20% of this purchase?
You can get 10% off even if you don't qualify.
Yes.
And by the way, Kohl's is finally having a sale since 1971. Every inquiry is going to cost you between 5 and 15 points off of your FICO score. What's FICO score? That's the score that's used for lending. It's your more score. You want more house, you want more car, you want more credit. They're going to pull a FICO score, okay? So when you go and apply for a credit card, it's not going to hurt. Some people will tell you it's a soft inquiry when what they're thinking they're doing is doing a soft inquiry by only applying to one of the 3 bureaus. Newsflash, that's not a soft inquiry. Basically, even though there are some kinds of soft inquiries out there, always be suspect, err on the side of protecting your score. Every inquiry costs you between 5 and 15 points off of your credit score. Inquiries stay on your credit report for 2 years. They impact your score for 1 year, okay? So you could go to the Mall of America. It's got 500 stores. Of the 500 stores, currently 336 offer credit cards. So what does that work out to mathematically? I don't know. What's 336 times 5? You could wipe out your entire FICO score in an afternoon at the Mall of America.
That's crazy.
So definitely that is true. Avoid applying for credit. Good rule of thumb. If they want your social security number for anything, expect that it will interface with your credit. Expect that you'll probably have something negative happen.
All right, we're talking about 7 ways you're accidentally improving your credit. We've got the phone lines open. Give us a call at 651-647-2910. Do you have questions for Jeremy from Credilife? Give us a call. Anything and everything credit related, real estate related, mortgage related, give us a call. We're giving away 4 tickets to a St. Paul Saints game. 651. Studio lines are open, folks. It's 651-647-2910. The text line. You can also win via text. Text us your real estate or credit questions to 763-443-5664. The text line again is 763-443-5664. Do you have any additional thoughts on that, Mr. Ouverson?
Nope.
Thank you for that insightful and well-articulated response.
Yeah, but it is true. So think about that.
Yes.
You go out on a Saturday, right? You go to Bed Bath & Beyond, like Jeremy does, basically every Saturday.
I shop the Beyond section.
Yeah, he does.
Olive Garden later.
Yep. So you go Bed Bath & Beyond, you go to Home Depot, and then pick your other store, Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah.
Right? You open up 3 cards.
I am the consummate athlete.
Yes, he is.
Coach sports.
So you do 3 cards.
Right.
Your score just went down anywhere between 15 and 45 points.
Yep.
In one day, one afternoon.
That's the difference easily between qualifying for a house and not qualifying for a house.
Yes.
Getting an apartment, not getting an apartment.
Yeah.
Paying an extra $30,000 over the life of a vehicle and not doing that just because you thought it might be great to get, $1.60 off that basketball you were buying.
Right.
Having mortgage insurance at $87 a month or mortgage insurance at $300 a month.
We were talking about that at the team meeting.
That's real, guys. We're not giving you salesy advice. This is reality.
Yep.
Talking about 7 ways you're accidentally improving your credit. Number.
No. We're not doing that. We got a text question.
This is far more important.
Hold on.
I'm trying to interrupt
Hold
you,
on.
and you just keep going and
keep
going and going.
yapping.
We're here
Andy
to serve.
texted in.
We're here to serve.
He wants to know what time of the month, what is the best time to pay off a credit card balance to maximize his credit score? Would paying off immediately upon seeing the statement boost the score?
That's a phenomenal question, and it's a question I get a lot, Andy. So we'll start with something called the billing cycle close date. Okay, the billing cycle close date, the date they actually make your bill and mail it off to you. That is the date that credit card companies will go ahead and report to a credit bureau, to Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. They do it on the billing cycle close date, not when you get the bill, not when you pay the bill. It's already been reported. Now, some people will try to play the game. And when I say they're trying to play the game, that means they'll charge up their card and then pay it off, 5 days before the billing cycle close date. So when the billing cycle close date comes, they're in that sweet spot I talk about, that 1% to 3%. Or they pay it off to 0. So it looks like, hey, I'm not using it. A lot of people say, I do that because I get the cash back. I do that because I get the points for flights and things like that. Well, the newest versions, and there are actually 10 and a half, believe it or not, it's 10 and a half versions of FICO. Think of it like an iPhone. We're on iPhone 12 or 13 or whatever. They keep bringing out a new version. FICO's the same thing. It started out as just, an algorithm that's put on your credit to give a risk rating, a score, so that lenders can make easy lending decisions. And then it got more complex, and it got more complex with more features and more features. Now we're up to 10.5, the FICO resiliency score, which is meant to really determine how likely you are to bounce back from the pandemic and the economic issues that happened there. Lenders use all different versions of these, so never count on any particular one to be the one they're going to use, okay? Just take the best practices of the entire thing that I'm teaching you here. So, what's the best time to pay off the credit card balance to maximize your credit score? I'm going to say by the billing cycle close date down to what you want it to report at. But I'm going to put an asterisk next to it because here's the thing. FICO 8, FICO 9, FICO 10, and 10.5 use something called trended average daily balance. Trended average daily balance. So now the lenders are knowing that you jacked up your balance and paid it off. So that's risky behavior because what happens the 1 month your alternator goes out on your car? What happens the 1 month that they go, hey, sorry, Andy, we're laying you off. We love you here, but you know what? We've got to let you go. All of a sudden, you've got that jacked up, fully used credit card that you were expecting to pay down. Now you've got to scrimp and save all that money. Suddenly, bam, you can't pay it anymore. A Max card is going to report. That's why they want to know trended average daily balance. So here's the best time to pay off a credit card. You're going to use your credit card, if you're trying to max your points, to 1% to 3%. So if you've got $1,000 limit Visa card, you're going to make a monthly purchase of between $10 and $30 on that card. You're going to let that balance maintain until the statement date comes out and it gets reported at 1% to 3%. And then you're going to pay the card when it's due. So it'll happen again next month. You'll want to set up something like credit monitoring, Dollar Shave Club, your Netflix, your Hulu, something that recurs every month. So you have a monthly spend, it's automatic. Then you have a trended average daily balance, it's automatic. You set your checking up to pay it when it's due, it's automatic. Money goes on, money's there, money gets paid. Money goes on, money's there, money gets paid. What do? You do nothing. You sit back and you maximize your point potential.
So back to Andy's question. Let's say you've got for easy numbers, you have $1,000 limit on your credit card.
Yes.
Okay. But you want the points. You want the points, and that's why you use it, is because you want to fly to Hawaii free once a year, right? So let's say you did purchase $900 worth of stuff on a Tuesday.
Right.
You just paid on Wednesday?
Well, you can pay it on Wednesday, or you can look online, and you're going to be able to see what your statement date is. So if you want to pay off that balance, if you want to play the game, the game is used by people who are already kind of at their goals. You've got a house, you're not buying anything soon. You've got a car, you're not buying anything soon. And you want to rack up those sky miles. Maybe you're using it for business or whatnot. Then you're going to want to pay it off a couple days before the billing cycle close date.
Right.
You'll be able to find that by logging online, look at your last month's statement. It will tell you the billing cycle close date. So we just kind of went through a good, better, best. To directly answer your question, a couple days before the billing cycle close date's when you want to pay it off, Andy. But to use it better, if you're looking to raise your score and maximize your point potential, you'll do what I said with the 1 to 3%. Then don't worry, just pay it when it's due.
Got it.
So those are both options. That's an awesome question, by the way, Andy. That's a very legit question.
So I do want to go back to what you were talking about. Would you say the average daily balance, or what was
Trended average daily balance?
Average daily. How much does that affect your score?
Well, balance to limit ratio.
Okay.
On revolving accounts, credit cards. You know, you can charge them up, you can pay them down, you can pay them off, you can use them again. Revolving accounts. As long as you're happy with the bank and the bank's happy with you, that can keep revolving forever.
Right.
So that impacts a full 30% of your FICO score in the FICO algorithm. So this is an area where you can massively improve your credit by playing it right, or massively injure your credit by doing it wrong.
Right.
And Andy, that's why I want them to be able to look at you and see you at the lowest average daily balances. Does that make sense?
It does. So the trending, back to the trending.
Trending, yep.
Yes, the trending average daily balance. How do you work with that to benefit your credit?
You do what you can to lower the trended average daily balance. Okay. You have a large balance on your card for as little of a time as you can.
Got it.
Or else you just operate within those 1 to 3% and optimize it all the time.
Right.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, how you handle this and what you do with it will depend on your goals. If your goal is to get your credit in shape to buy a home, to get a mortgage, to buy a car, you want to do that 1 to 3 thing. If your goal is, hey, I've got these things, I want to fly to Disney World for free, then you've got to just be cognizant of when it reports and how you want it to report.
Or Iowa. If you
fly to
Iowa for free.
Yeah, if you want to take a nice trip down to Des Moines, south where it's warm.
Yeah.
That's when you got to be conscious of that. Think of it if you
don't have corn and you want corn.
Yep. Iowa. So if your habit is to carry a high balance and then you knock it down right before your cycle end date comes around, and then it goes back here. Before, lenders really couldn't see that. Credit scoring models wouldn't see that.
Correct.
They would just see, okay, here's the end cycle date. What's your balance? What's your limit? That's what it is. Yeah. Now they can see that, you carry this balance and then you knock it down and then it goes right back up and then you carry this higher balance.
It's the mortgage industry that actually pushed for this because someone could have all of their cards maxed and they take out a $10,000 loan from mommy and daddy and that loan's not on the books. And then they come in and they get a mortgage, and the mortgage lender looks and goes, oh, your credit card balances are great. Yeah, you totally qualify for this house. Not knowing that they made a deal to pay $1,000 back for 10 months to mommy and daddy, and they really don't have the money for this house. So the mortgage companies are the ones who put in the push to be able to see this, to be able to see what's their real history of carrying debt.
Yeah, and it's really Fannie Freddie. It's a government.
Freddie.
Because really, so
The Fannie is the reason.
75% of loans made today end up in the government's hands one way or another. FHA, that's a government deal. Fannie and Freddie, yeah, it's conventional, privately mortgage insured, but guess what? It ends up with them. They buy those, right? And so they make the rules on most of this stuff, and then lenders have to basically comply because it's it's
they
Big
made
Brother up there making the
they
rules.
made the push across the board too. Is Fannie, Freddie, FHA, VA, USDA wanted it. Even PennyMac got in wanting this information.
So
that's fascinating. So the best strategy would be to, in this example of a $5,000 or $1,000 credit limit.
Sure.
You want to use it for points.
Points.
So you buy something on Monday.
Right.
On Tuesday, you send in payment for 99% of what you just charged, so that it's paid off the next day, but yet you have a 1% balance.
Correct.
That reports.
Correct.
Okay.
And it's important that you have a little balance that reports. Why? Because that's activity, and you need activity to generate points.
Folks, we got the phone lines open. We are talking
Awesome
credit this morning.
question.
Great question. Thanks for texting in, Andy. Phone lines are open. Give us a call if you'd like 4 tickets to a St. Paul Saints game on us. The studio lines are open at 651-647-2910. Again, studio lines are open. Give us a call if you'd like to win 4 tickets to a Saints game. The best real estate or credit question will win. The studio lines are open at 651-647-2910. You can also win via text. Text us your real estate or credit questions to 763-443-5664. The text line again is 763-443-5664.
real quick before we get to the next one.
Yes.
So we spoke about how the credit card balances against the limit makes up 30% of your score. Huge chunk, right? The bigger factor is your payment history.
Correct.
So your making on-time payments or your payment history makes up 35% of your score.
You are correct, sir.
So if you can master literally 2 things, making your payments on time and managing your credit card balances, that 65% of your score now is taken care of.
Yep.
You master those 2 things, you're well on your way to having the best score possible.
Absolutely. You can directly impact 65% of your FICO score. You've got direct control over 65%. And actually, 10% of your credit score is made up of recent activity. That's where the inquiries come in. Avoid the inquiries, and you're controlling that too. Now we're controlling 75% of our FICO score.
What's the remaining 25%?
The remaining 25%, 10% is going to be balance of accounts, and you can actually affect that. What I mean by balance of accounts is not balance on accounts, but it's the blend. One kind is good, 2 kinds is better. So that's why, for example, a mortgage standard old school Fannie Mae mortgage underwriting was they wanted 2 revolving accounts, open and active with a perfect payment history. Those are credit cards. They wanted 1 installment account, open and active with a perfect payment history. That's car loan, student loan, any loan where you make equal monthly installment payments until it's paid off. And once you're done, the loan is done. So they wanted 2 revolving, 1 installment, and at least a 24-month credit depth. That's 2 years of history altogether. Now, if you're younger and you're just getting into credit, you'll need something called a compensating factor. But you can do that by having, for example, added a retail card to it, a Gap card, an Old Navy card, and performed well on that, so that Mike can go back to underwriting and say, hey, yeah, I know they don't have 2 years history, but look, they've got this account that they've paid perfectly on at the Gap as well. So now we're talking, we've got 4 accounts here. You only need 3. We got 4 accounts here. We got a 1.5 year history. This might be a good compensating factor for underwriting.
Right.
All right, I got another text question. Mary asks, hi, we've just paid off our mortgage early with a large lump sum. Does that affect our credit, good or bad, or not at all?
It's kind of a double-edged sword, okay? you don't owe a massive amount of money. That's great. That's
Very few
super.
people get to that level where
Yeah.
you can pay a mortgage off. That's congratulations.
That's
Yes.
outstanding. That being said, you no longer have that open and active line of trade. And so the positive boost that this big boy has always given you will start to fade out for a period of 24 months. That's where you're going to lose the bulk of the happy that came with it. But that positive closed account will stay on your credit for up to 10 years because it's a positive closed account and will show credit depth, history. That's time. That makes up 15% of your FICO score. There's good payment history on it, but you're going to lose the positive over a couple of years. So does it affect our credit, good, bad, or not at all? It affects your credit slightly badly because you're going to start losing, because of something called rank order risk in credit, you're going to start losing some of that benefit. But when you walk into any bank and they look and they see a positively paid off mortgage, they like that. So anytime your file's in front of a live human being underwriter, it's not going through something automated, that's going to play strongly in your favor. Score-wise, it's going to start depleting your score unless you replace it with something. But from a live underwriter standpoint, it ain't bad.
I was going to say, if that's your only account you have open, and now it's paid off and now it's closed, the effect on your credit score is going to be greater than if you have, but I still have this auto loan. I still got a couple credit cards out there. I still have other accounts on my credit report.
Right.
Paying off that mortgage then and having that go away, not going to affect it a whole lot.
Yeah.
Right.
To be honest with you.
I see it with student loans all the time. People finally are done paying off their student loan, and all of a sudden they go, well, I paid off my student loan, and 2 months later my score was down 20 points. And that's where I have the hard conversation with them. I go, do you have any other installment loans? Well, no. Well, let's get you one, maybe an installment savings account that counts as an installment loan or something of that sort.
Sure. I think that's a great point. So, if you have, here's a question for you.
Yes.
So you've got somebody, let's say they have, they've got 3-4 credit cards, and they got a car loan, and they got a mortgage, and they've never been late on anything.
Correct.
They're sitting at the right balances.
Yep.
They've got an 800 credit score.
Correct.
They get an inheritance, and they go in and they pay off everything, and stop using credit, and they currently have an 800 score. What's their score going to look like in a year? No usage of credit for the next year.
It's going to drop.
It's going to drop.
It's going to drop.
Yeah.
You are in better shape. As if credit's a concern, yes, it depends on the size of the inheritance at this point. If credit's a concern, go ahead and pay off the credit cards and then set Netflix on one and Disney Plus on the other. Set your checking up to auto pay it when it's due. Money goes on, money gets paid, money goes on, money gets paid. What do? Sit back, watch The Mandalorian, and your credit is actually going to continue to increase. Well, what about installment loans? I really want to pay off my car. It's at 8%. Do it. But you could open up something like a self lender. There's a company called Self. If you go to, I made a URL for it. If you put in Tiny, so TINY, URL .getself.com. No, it's tinyurl.com/getself. That's what it is. tinyurl.com/getself. It'll take you to something called Self Lender, which is an installment savings account. You put in $25, $50 a month. And because you've made a bank obligation, they'll report it to Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion as a bank obligation. Rounds out your profile, builds your score, and you're tucking money away for a rainy day. At the end of it, you get the money out.
Yeah, you're not spending money, you're saving money.
I do a 12-month one every single year, and it pays out right at the end of October. I've got 7 kids. My payout is $1,600 on the thing.
Yeah.
So right before Black Friday, I get $1,600 cash dumped into my checking account.
All right.
That's handy.
So I'm going to cut off this conversation and say we've got a lot of that list to get through still.
We do.
And we've got about 8 minutes left in the show.
All right, here we go.
can
So
do
let's
this.
bang them out. If you have a text question, if you want to interrupt this process, text your question in 763-443-5664. But otherwise, we've got some credit myths maybe to bust.
Here we go.
Yep,
We're talking about 7 ways you're accidentally improving your credit. Number 1 was keeping older credit cards active.
Yep.
Number 2 was you don't apply for credit a lot. Number 3 was don't use pre-approved credit cards. Number 4, you don't accumulate high balances on your credit cards.
Correct. That is confirmed. Yes.
That is because that's about 30%. You said
30% balanced limit ratio.
1 to 3%.
1 to 3% is what you want.
Number 5, you're piggybacking off of family members' good credit.
Yeah, piggybacking, adding trade lines, buying trade lines online, being an authorized user. That's what this is. While it will impact your Credit Karma score, because Credit Karma uses Vantage scoring, not FICO scoring, you'll see it go up. You think you're doing this great thing. You're not. In the latest incarnations of the FICO algorithm, they realized, hey, you probably shouldn't get credit for something someone else has done. You know, I mean, if you're going to go that far, you might as well just use their social security number and go out and apply. I mean, if we're taking credit for what other people did, you know, it's like me jumping in a swimming pool and then saying I'm Michael Phelps. No, that's not how this works. So I have an Olympic medal. No, you don't. You literally have water wings on, Jeremy. So it's you're not going to get credit.
So that doesn't work anymore.
That's busted. No,
Yeah.
it doesn't work anymore. It's not. Yeah.
Oh, we got something along those lines that just came in via text question.
What's that then?
I'm going to throw it up on the screen in a second here. Eric asks, he has kids. He has 2 teenagers.
Yep.
What is the best way for them to build their credit prior to turning 18?
They aren't. You don't have a credit profile till you're 18 years old. You can't legally enter into a contract. So what do? The day they turn 18 is you apply for a Wells Fargo student card, secured. You apply for a Discover student card, most likely secured. What does that mean? That means you get them a $200 limit credit card. You have to pay $200 in. It goes into a savings account you do not get to touch, and then it's a regular credit card. Charge it up, pay it down, pay it off, use it again. If you rack it all the way up and never pay the bill, congratulations, they got their $200 back. But this will operate on your credit like any other credit card. So open up that secured card or possibly unsecured if it gets offered to them. Then open that self account in their name. There's a small one that does $25 a month. I did this for 4 of my 5 daughters. My daughter, Sarah, who is 22, just purchased a house. She had a 740 credit score. My daughter, Katie, just purchased her second home now in South Carolina. She has an 825. She is 26 years old.
Tough to get those type of scores that young.
Oh, my goodness, it is.
But you start on day one. You know, you build that history on day one. You can be young and you can have top-tier credit.
By sophomore year, every one of my daughters was able to obtain student loan financing anytime needed entirely in their name without considering parent income or signatures.
Outstanding. 7 ways you're accidentally improving your credit. Number 6, you've auto-scheduled your monthly bill payments.
Autopay.
I'm
a big fan of autopilot. Do it.
Yep. It's fantastic. We love it.
And if you're scared of that, then schedule yourself reminders on your calendar to jump in and do it. Some people are like, I don't. What happens if there's something wrong with my bill? I auto-paid a bill that was wrong.
What happens if something's wrong on your bill? Odds are likely there won't be anything wrong on your bill. But what happens if it overdrafts my account? I don't have the money in there. Well, your bank will pay it because they do that these days, and you get a $35 penalty. Yeah. Well, what happens if you don't pay your credit card on time? Well, they'll give you a $25 late fee and a 30-day late on your credit. So you're going to take a punch either way in this scenario. The question becomes, you want it in the shoulder or the groin? I'll take the shoulder every time. I'll take the just 25 to the bank without the additional pain.
Right.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yep.
Folks talking about 7 ways you're accidentally improving your credit. Number 7, you check your credit report regularly. I have credit monitoring. I'm a big fan of it. I believe in it. Jeremy, your thoughts?
I do not want you to suffer from a word that I invented called scoreziety. Scoreanxiety is the anxiety that's brought forth by checking Credit Karma every day, then checking the credit monitoring that comes from your bank, and checking the one that's on your Capital One card, and then the one that comes from your Discover card, and then you panic because one goes down. They're all using different formulas. Some are using consumer-facing FICO. Credit Karma's using Vantage. That's not even the lending scores. Do not get scoreanxiety, but do get good credit monitoring. Good credit monitoring. If you go to my 800, the number 800, credit.com, my800credit.com, there's a credit monitoring in there that we negotiated, Credilife negotiated with, we're putting it. Scoreanxiety. You got it.
Yes,
That's beautiful. I love it. So, yeah, don't get scoreanxiety. But go to my800credit.com. This is a paid credit monitoring. It's enhanced credit monitoring. You get all three bureaus. You can pull a 3-bureau Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion full credit report every month without a negative inquiry. Also comes with $1 million identity theft protection on it. They charge $21.99 a month. It's what we use professionally. It's supposed to be $30 a month. It's powered by Smart Credit, but that's why you're going to my800credit.com, because Smart Credit didn't want everyone to know that we negotiated $9 off or whatever. So yeah, you can get it on a discount. Get a good credit monitoring. It'll alert you if something's wrong. You'll see scores that are stable and based on all the different 27 aspects on your credit report. And it's the one that the pros use. But do monitor your credit. Do not get scoreanxiety.
Because who else is going to monitor your credit for you?
Well, Credilife can monitor your credit for you.
Yes.
And we can also fix it. We can work on your financial wellness. We can work on eliminating negatives on your report, helping you pay down balances, helping you reduce the liabilities there. We can teach, advise you, guide you on how to settle debts, collections, charge-offs, when to pay them, how best to do this so that you maximize your point potential within the FICO algorithm. So essentially, there are 3 things we do for you. We really do things for you. We do things with you, and then we educate you on how to do things for yourself moving forward. You know, the class we never got in high school.
Yes.
You know, here's the other thing. You know who's going to watch your credit for you if you don't monitor yourself?
Nobody.
The hackers and the scammers.
Yeah.
They're going to watch it go up, and they'll be like, hey, here's a nice
There's an
target.
opportunity.
Yeah.
And they're going to watch it go down for you.
Yeah, that's why that My 800 credit is legit, because it's got $1 million ID theft protection, and quite frankly, if you need more than $1 million ID theft protection, we have a much bigger conversation we have to have.
Right.
But yeah, and if you want someone specific to do it, just go to bookcoachjeremy.com. Bookcoachjeremy.com. I can do a no-cost consultation with you, and we can talk more about your credit needs.
Fantastic, folks. We appreciate you listening in. If you have a house that needs a lot of work, you're ready to sell, but you think no one will buy because of the condition, would you like to sell your home and close in a little 7 days? Give us a call. We have clients that are buying properties that need all levels of renovation. They are cash buyers looking to purchase right now. Give us a call or check us out online at minnesotahometalk.com. Folks, that's minnesotahometalk.com. Thanks for tuning in and have a great week.
This has been a paid program. The views expressed were not necessarily those of the management or ownership of KSTP-AM 1500 ESPN. You're listening to 1500 ESPN on KSTP-AM